All we can do is focus on right now and what can be done to move forward. If you focus on the hurt, you will continue to suffer. If you focus on the lesson, you will continue to grow. Sometimes we need to move on and start over, no matter how hard it is. Not everything and everyone is meant to be in your life forever. You're going to be okay. All we can do is move forward in a direction that makes sense to us and hope for the best. It's okay to feel lost sometimes. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be uncomfortable. You will succeed in spite of those things. No one knows what they're doing either. It's all gonna turn out fine. Adjust my chair. Pack up the negativity and move on. It's time to make room for the positive. You only fail when you stop trying. Quote, if you have never failed, you have never tried anything new. End quote. Albert Einstein. Not every door is locked. Push. If it doesn't open, it's not your door. Your fear of looking stupid is holding you back. Then I have 3 little memes here, and they say, fear has 2 meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. The middle one says, everything I needed to know about creativity I learned by making mistakes, and mistakes is all squished at the bottom. If you fail, never give up, because fail means first attempt in learning. End is not the end. In fact, end means effort never dies. If you get no as an answer, remember no means next opportunity. Positive thinking. Quote, shoot, we don't make mistakes, we just have happy accidents. End quote, Bob Ross. Quote, and now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. End quote, John Steinbeck. Dealing with other people's opinions. Be okay with not being everyone's cup of tea. It's okay to not please everyone. Stop trying to be liked by everybody. You don't even like everybody. Stop trying to make everyone happy. You're not tequila. People will throw stones at you. Don't throw them back. Collect them all and build an empire. Stop stressing over shitty people. Stop letting shitty people live rent-free inside your head. Don't let anyone who hasn't been in your shoes tell you how to tie your laces. Don't put out your fire just because someone else doesn't understand your flame. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Prove yourself to yourself, not to others. Keep it private until it's done. Outside energy can mess up your goals. Privacy is power. What people don't know, they can't ruin. When you start seeing your worth, you'll stop seeing people who don't. Fact, haters don't actually hate you. They hate themselves because you are a reflection of what they wish to be. Your value does not decrease because of someone else's inability to see your worth. The best weight you'll ever lose is the weight of other people's opinion of you. Their emotions are not your responsibility. Learn to say, quote, I don't care what people think of me. I'm busy. I've got magical shit to do. Judge me when you're perfect, otherwise, shut up. I'd rather be lonely for a stretch of my journey than try to fit in where I do not belong. Maybe I'm too much, or maybe my abundance just reminds you that you're lacking. End quote. And then I have little memes. And we have, I don't know if you can see it, but there's Bambi and Feline. It says, me to me, I was never hard to love just because it was hard for someone to love me. And then we have two little guys looking at a 6-9, and one says it's a 6 and one says it's a 9, and it says, just because you are right does not mean I am wrong. You just haven't seen life from my side. And then we have Pocahontas flipping everybody off, and it says, me no longer allowing people to infect my spirit with their low vibrations. Trauma. You are not weak for needing time to sort through things, or through this. You need to give yourself time to heal, no matter how long it ends up being. You can't calm the storm. Calm yourself. Do your best. The storm will pass. You have survived so many difficult days. You can do this. Forgive yourself for not knowing better until you knew better. I hope you heal from all the things you don't talk about. I hope you heal from the things no one ever apologized for. Broken crayons still color. Me opening my heart to healthy love after trauma. And I have 3 memes, and they say, so we have Cinderella crying on fairy godmother's lap, and it says down here, the me in a period of darkness that feels like it will never end. And then up here at the fairy godmother, the me that knows that it will pass and give birth to a new expanse. The past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. Rafiki. And this is a quote. I have the choice to be angry at God for what I don't have, or be thankful for what I do have. End quote. Nick, and I can't read his last name, I think it starts with a V. Motivational speaker. And if you look really close, you can see he doesn't have any arms or legs. The power of thoughts. Thoughts are not facts. You are doing much better than you think. Let go of the thoughts that don't make you strong. Don't think too much. You'll create a problem that wasn't even there in the first place. Quote, your brain is much better than you think. Just use it. End quote. Leonardo da Vinci. Think like the person you want to become. A person who has good thoughts cannot be ugly. Quote, if you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. End quote. Roald Dahl. One small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. Today, take a moment to stop and think about the positives in your world. Think about all that is good and right in your life. Be happy and proud of where you are and where you are going. Quote, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford. Think outside of the box. I don't think outside of the box. I think what I can do with the box. Just do it. Today is the day. Start doing what you wish you started yesterday. It's Monday. Don't lose sight of your goals. You can do it. It's a new week. Get out and get it done. New week, new goals, new ventures, new beginnings. Fresh starts. Monday, here we go. Your life is happening right now in front of you. Today is a good day to make a difference. If not now, when? There is no right time, just time and what you do with it. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. Say to yourself, I am going to make a beautiful life for myself, no matter what it takes. Ask yourself, what if I do it myself? Is what I'm doing today getting me closer to where I want to be tomorrow? Change is scary, but so is staying the same. Stop yourself from stopping yourself. Be brave enough to be bad at or suck at something new. Everything is figure-outable. Small shaky steps still count. A little progress each day adds up to big results. You don't get what you want, you get what you work for. You get what you work for, not what you wish for. Everything is a choice. The best way to get things done is to simply begin. It always seems impossible until it's done. Stop whining and find something to do. Done is better than perfect. What is done in love is done well. Dream, plan, do. Push yourself because no one will do it for you. Focus. Follow one course until successful. Don't call it a dream, call it a plan. Keep calm and be a hero. It's better to cross the line and suffer the consequences than to just stare at the line for the rest of your life. Success begins with the decision to try. Success is 1% luck, 1% talent, 98% never giving up. Wake up with a smile and go after life. Get out of bed, do the things, own your life. Don't leave your dreams on the pillow. Make things happen. Make it happen. Shock everyone. Girl, do it for you. Get out there and do amazing things. Quotes. Quote, the most reliable way to predict the future is to create it. End quote. Abraham Lincoln. Quote, opportunity is missed by people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. End quote. Thomas Edison. Quote, the only real stumbling block in life is fear of failure. In cooking, you've got to have a what the hell attitude. End quote. Julia Child. Quote, do something. If it works, do more of it. If it doesn't, do something else. Benjamin Franklin. Quote, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. End quote. Zig Ziglar. Quote, life will only change when you become more committed to your dream than you are to your comfort zone. End quote. Billy Cox. Quote, everyone knew it was impossible until a fool who didn't know came along and did it. End quote. Albert Einstein. Quote, there are loved ones whose opinion you treasure, but in the end, there is no substitute for something you did for yourself that makes you proud. End quote. Lauren Graham. Quote, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. End quote. Susie Kasem. Quote, believe you can do it, 'cause you can do it. End quote. Bob Ross. Quote, "It's never too late to be who you might have been." End quote. George Eliot. Then we have some more memes. Whoops! So it says, "Everything will kill you, so choose something fun." And they're diving off of the Kraken, or the Kraken. The Kraken. And then this one says, "There's no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs." And they have a huge staircase. And then this one says, it has the word success spelled, and it says, "See your goal, understand the obstacles, create a positive mental picture, clear your mind of self-doubt, embrace the challenge, stay on track, show the world you can do it." Aging. Don't grow up. It's a trap. The first 50 years of childhood are always the hardest. I'm so thankful I had a childhood before technology took over. Don't regret getting older. It's a privilege denied to many. Betty White says, quote, "I may be a senior, but so what? I'm still hot." Age is just a number, and people need to get over it. My mother always used to say, "The older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana." End quote. Be kind. It looks like an eternity, but it's a short trip. Enjoy the ride and be kind. Quote, "If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all." End quote. Thumper's father from Bambi. Quote, "A person's a person, no matter how small." End quote. Seussical the musical. Your smile is your logo. Your personality is your business card. And the way you make people feel is your trademark. Never stop being good. Never stop being a good person because of bad people. Be soft and kind, but don't let people treat you badly. One message from one person can change your mood in 1 second. Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their impact can last forever. Kindness is always beautiful. Purge. Quote, "If you look at what you have in life, you will always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, you will never have enough." End quote. Oprah. Remember, being happy doesn't mean you have it all. It simply means you are thankful for all that you have. Quote, "Your worth consists of what you are, not what you have." End quote. Thomas Edison. Quote, "The truth is, most of us don't have an organization problem. We have a own too much stuff problem." End quote. Zoe Kim. If you have to buy stuff to store your stuff, you might have too much stuff. You don't need more space, you need less stuff. Joshua Becker says, quote, "Most people think owning more stuff will make them happier. They fail to realize excessive possessions end up as only stress and burden. Never organize what you can discard. Owning less is great. Wanting less is better. Maybe the life you've always wanted is buried under everything you own." End quote. Want to reduce the amount of stress in your home? Reduce the number of possessions inside it. Seriously, it works every time. If you don't love it or use it, it's clutter. Quote, "Clutter is nothing more than postponed decisions." End quote. Barbara Hemphill. Quote, "Later is the best friend of clutter. Clutter is not just the stuff on the floor. It's anything that gets between you and the life you want to be living." End quote. Peter Walsh. Happiness is decluttering. It's a slow process, but quitting won't speed it up. Quote, Make room for what matters. Let go of what doesn't. It's that simple. End quote. Robert 2. Decluttering is about removing stuff we don't want. Minimalism is discovering how little we actually need. Stop trying to organize all your family's crap. If organization worked for you, you would have rocked it by now. It's time to ditch stuff and decrapify your world. Look around. All that clutter used to be money. Quote, I don't want my legacy to be storage containers full of stuff. End quote. Courtney Carver. Quote, I'd rather have extra space and extra time than extra stuff. End quote. Francine J. All you need is less. The less you own, the less owns you. Less stuff means less to clean, less to organize, less to store, less mess. Say it over and over to yourself. I live in a home, not a storage unit. I live in a home, not a storage unit. I live in a home, not a storage unit. Own less. Do more. Collect moments, not things. When you choose to collect experiences rather than things, you never run out of storage space. Picture your dream house. I bet it's not filled with clutter. Quote, opening your closet should be like arriving at a really good party where everyone you see is someone you like. End quote. The cleaning concept. And then we have our last 3 memes. They say, draw something, sew something, cook something, sing something, build something, read something, play something, make something, buy nothing. The middle one says, it's not hoarding if your stuff is cool. And the last one says, declutter your closets, your counter, your drawers, your room, your timeline, your schedule, your habits, your goals, your mind, and your life. A simple life. It is not a bad thing to celebrate a simple life. Life is sweeter when it's simple. A rich life has nothing to do with money. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything they have. There are things money can't buy, like manners, morals, and intelligence. Life is more than a to-do list. There is no way I was born just to pay bills and die. Quote, don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. End quote. Dolly Parton. Don't wait for your life to be perfect to enjoy it. It's time to stop waiting for your life to be perfect before you enjoy it. Life is colorful when you enjoy it. The end. Yay, we finished. I hope my Pinterest affirmations were encouraging to you. Thanks again for watching today. Remember to listen to God and do what He says, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.